Hello everyone, welcome to this week's community updates of Electronics Let's Play, and we have some interesting news to share. First of all, we have the NCHF Kit arrived, and it's here. There you go, the PCBs finally are here, which is very exciting. We will not be working on that immediately, unfortunately, because we have other projects that are very important we have to work on. And until for now, this is reserved and here, and all the parts are here. I still need to order a few more connectors because I want the display to be detachable for future upgrades and stuff like that. But in general, they are here finally. I'm very happy about this, and I am planning to do streams where I will be assembling these boards. So we will be winding some inductors for the radio board. So this is the RF section, and we have the control section, and probably after the community updates we will do a short trip around the PCB to explore it and see how it looks. So that would be one. Next amazing news that came out essentially today in the morning, I think. Lattice now has a community page of community designed FPGA dev boards. So they did tell us that they were planning to do that quite a while ago, and they finally came around to do this. It's very exciting. I'm very happy to see Icebreaker on here, obviously, but seeing Alhambra, the OG of Ice40 dev boards, they are the people behind Ice Studio, for example. That is very exciting. Of course, the FOMU by Tim and Zobs, then Orange Crab from Greg, and the Tiny FPGA by Tiny FPGA. This is very exciting. Also, there are some reference designs that are here, and this is also very cool to see. And we have a basic ECP5 board from Matt Venn, and so on and so forth. So there is a reference design we can you can look at of basically what FPGA designs are out there, and Lattice is generally acknowledging that they exist, linking it from their website. It is very, very cool. So if the community speaks out, then there can be additional boards added to this list. So essentially how they judge it, they basically look at the social media and stuff and talk to people that are already in the community that they know, and they will be adding, I think, additional boards if they have enough traction and enough spread, so that there will be probably more boards being added here. So if we go on show more, let's see what is there. There's the ULX is also here in that list, so that is also very cool. I'm glad to see that. And yeah, so community sourced, and you can filter by this, and also by what FPGA you want to use. So that's very cool. Let's see. Oh, awesome. Yeah, so next thing is, so apropos the new boards from on here, we are working, of course, on the Icebreaker Bitsy still, and the PCBs have arrived, so they are here. I still need to order a few more parts, but I wanted, as I said last week, I wanted to order this stuff together with a bunch of projects, and there are some lingering projects that are like not fully 100% nailed down, and also putting together, figuring out what bill of material I need takes quite a lot of time, because I have to check my current inventory, compare it to bill of materials, and then figure out which parts to get. And so I need to have a full day or even two to figure that out and finally place those orders. So we will be doing assembly on these very soon, and this is and there will be more also on the store. And I know a lot of people are waiting for them, so we will do that. Then next is TubetimeUS. So you might know him from Twitter. I hate you, Twitter. Stop reloading for no reason, please. Jesus. Okay, so TubeTime, he is doing a lot of interesting stuff regarding retro computing, old PCBs, old ICs, a lot of very interesting stuff that he posts on there. There was recently a very long thread of different pictures he found in old magazines, which was very interesting. But this time what I want to talk about is his streams. So definitely follow him on Twitch. And he... Okay, so it is playing. All right, so he's on Twitch, and he had now 2 very good streams showing, like in the first stream he was showing off some CRT tubes. This time he was showing off the magazines that I was talking about, but then went on into the design of a new clone Sound Blaster card. So the interesting thing is certain specific Sound Blaster cards are really hard to get and very desirable for retro computing and getting stuff built, or like for archival purposes, to play the right games with the right audio, you need Sound Blaster, and those cards are becoming harder to get. And so he is building a repository of different Sound Blaster card clones. So this is a stream where he explains a lot of interesting stuff, including, for example, that the microbus bus interface chips are pretty much obsolete and really hard to get. So he's trying to figure out if he can replace it with a CPLD. So really interesting stuff to actually look into. And I really would follow him and see what he builds, because he knows what he's doing and it's very interesting. So next we have John McMaster. Yeah, I think I skipped a little bit of content here, but I will get back to it in later. Anyway, so John McMaster has a very interesting thread. You might be familiar with those USB to serial adapters, the CH552 USB microcontroller parts, and he made a decap of that, which is very interesting. And you see the sea of gates in here. If it loads, there you go. And other interesting stuff about this chip. So I recommend that you follow it. After this stream, I will archive this this section, and all the links to those articles will be listed below later. So look out for that. I will announce when the archives go up after the stream is over on my Twitter. So follow me on Twitter as well as on Mastodon. You can find my Mastodon link also on my Twitter. So if you are interested. Next, we have Kenneth Finnegan. Kenneth is a great person in the community again, if Twitter is being friendly to us. So Kenneth, I would also follow him. He does also a lot of retro stuff, which is very interesting. And he is working on a Z80-based breadboard PC, and he has a very nice YouTube channel that he's posting this kind of stuff on. So he was posting about fetching program from DIP switches on a Z80 and loading no-op loop into SRAM with Z80 and so on and so forth. So if you are more interested in looking into the Z80 side of things instead of the 6800 stuff, he's the person to follow, and that would be an interesting alternative, because you might know other channels that are using 6800, which is also a very interesting chip, but this might be something you are interested in, so I would like to share that with you. Next we have Strait, and Strait restarted her series. So she had a blog where she made interviews with people that were making stickers for hacker conferences, and now she is restarted that and is doing it on Twitch, and the interviews are also archived on Twitch. And I really recommend that you follow it. It's very interesting to hear the stories behind the different hacker conference stickers, and who the people are behind it, what their background is. These are very good interviews, so I really recommend that you check her out. And you can find her on Twitch here. And why is this playing? It shouldn't be playing. There we go. So check her out. I will also leave the link below. All right, so next, the last sticker was for Whopper, which was a Whopper Summit. It was a conference for hacking conference. It was, of course, this year not in person, and as far as I understand, or was it in person and early enough in the year? There was this a whole series of pictures of people were posting on Twitter this last week. It's like, post a picture from January where you didn't know what was coming. I thought that was an interesting thought, and this is why I'm thinking this might have. No, it was March, so it shouldn't have been in. Yeah. Oh, it was in person in Holiday Inn Express. So, yeah, I guess that happened in person right before things shut down, I guess. Okay, well, anyways, whatever. This is the sticker. This is the interview. You should check it out. Yeah, and last but not least is DRR progress on the game console. I already mentioned him a few times here, and I really recommend that you check him out. And there is a new video of using a USB controller on his designed retro-inspired homebrew game console and game. So the goal is not only to just make a retro-inspired game console, but also that runs on an FPGA, but also to write a game for it. So really, I recommend that you follow the progress on this project. All right, there are a few things that I skipped before and I wanted to mention. So there's one more thing that arrived here. So the reflow oven boards, let's see. So the thermocouple interface boards arrived finally. So I will be assembling them and putting them back in the store. So if you were planning to convert one of your Chinese reflow ovens to have better temperature control and temperature follow with the thermocouple interface improvement, the boards will be available very soon. Then we also, the gamepad and audio boards arrived. The parts are already in my cart, so they are ordered, but they will be ordered probably by tomorrow, so we will be assembling them and they will go in the store too. And last but not least is Glasgow. Glasgow update is the following. As we decided to do the case, I was still working on the button placement and retain and discussing it back and forth with Timon. Timon did an amazing job. He also contacted the manufacturer of the buttons that we will be using to get the 3D model so that we can make sure everything fits, everything works the way we want. And so we are now hopefully cross fingers really close to get the prototypes ordered. So that is also on the way and happening. So yeah, that would be it for today. And these are the news. And as always, thank you for being here, and thank you to all the subscribers here on Twitch, as well as the Patreons for making these community updates possible. So thank you very much, and for the shout out here. Thank you to the following people: Jamin, Aki Van Ness, Ben Vanek, Brennan Ashton, Drew Fustini, Edward Borden, Go Jimmy Pie, Jeff Wang, Jordi Parky Rodriguez, Kelly, Mattis Schmieder, Matthias Pritchett, Miha Benovets, Sid Price, Tom Keddy, Sean C., Jonas Kudat, Mr. Jake 22, and Ben Baker. Thank you very much, everyone who is supporting these streams and making them possible. And I see you soon. Have a great week and see you next Tuesday. Have a good one. Bye.